what a privilege it is to be here tonight to present you with the President's Choice Award. Bill, you talk about the people that were so supportive of you while you were at Lutheran North. Your friends and their families, your coaches and teachers. Tell us about what it meant for you to be part of the football and baseball programs at Lutheran North.
Well, before we start, I'd like to just say I'm very honored to get this award, and class of 72 has really contributed a lot to the success of Lutheran High School, and they're here tonight. But I'd like to add some words here as we get started, like pork steaks, Indian ball, wiffle ball, ABC Park, Hexagon Hut, Acapulco balcony diving. I'd like to also add big deals, brotherhood, and don't ever forget where we all came from. Does anybody in this room relate to all those? And I should also add Ash the Dash, because my daughter's been named that ever since he gave her those names. So anyway, listen, we all have worked hard to make Lutheran North a great spot to go to school, play sports, and we've got a lot more work to be done. I think if anybody's gone out to LaMothe Memorial Field, which is I named after my mother who passed away in 1969. So when I was in a position to dedicate something, I did the football field at Lutheran High School. Thank you. And recently put lights in, and I think it's really made a big difference to the morale of the team, the morale of the school, and really I think we've set a foundation for the future, because I think we haven't seen the best of Lutheran High School North yet. And if anybody's interested in seeing who contributed to my life, because like I said, my mother passed away. I lived with my grandparents. They were old. I mean, real old. They were, when I went there, I couldn't even imagine having Bill LaMothe living with that I'm responsible for in 1969, because it's just, for those that might know a little bit about me, they know exactly what I'm talking about. I remember I had a party in our basement, and it was world class. And remember, we talked about going into the drive-in, and Tony Pietoso last night talked about how he jumped out of the trunk when we were going through at the 270 drive-in. And I said that was nothing like when Ellery Glenn jumped out of the trunk that one night. So anyway. But anyway, you in charge here or not? Yeah. So what? Hey, so I think what you're trying to accomplish here is there's a lot of people that I'm thankful to, especially the coaches. And speaking of that, I want to talk about a few of them, if you don't mind. If that's what the plan is. So, first off, we've got great coaches. Coach Russell, who's taken this program to new heights. But when it goes back to it, Jim Mannion, Carl Hoshin, Paul Chrysler, Don Edding, who's not with us anymore. I mean, these guys truly built a foundation that we're all built on right still today, and I just wanted to make sure that they got recognized in this field.
Thank you, Bill. And what was really special was many of those friends and their families and those coaches you mentioned were down in Springfield at the induction of Jim Crane into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame last February. And you asked a very important question that day. You say, what does the school need? And from that question evolved Friday Night Lights And from the enthusiasm that's happened with Friday Night Lights, we've also got a middle school at Lutheran North starting in 2019.
Thank you, Paul Chrysler. You are the man.
We've got the largest freshman class enrolled for next year that we've had in 10 years.
Almost 100, and probably the best group of athletes we've had in quite some time.
And the board has announced the formation of the Crusader Fund. And so we're really excited about the future, and certainly tell us about how you feel about that.
I think it's going to hurt me in the wallet is what I really think is going to happen. And I think there's a couple other guys in this room that's going to hurt also. So, I mean, that's how we got the first round done way back when we did the Jim Crane complex, and that's when we did the LaMothe Memorial Field and the Peterson track, and we really we all bucked up and supported the school. I think we're gonna if things go right, I think you're gonna see that happen again. Thanks to you, and I think you've done an excellent job motivating our wallets.
Well, Bill, you and Lynn and your family.
And she's a wonderful gal over there, and she still wonders what the hell I'm doing up here.
Well, you guys have been very successful in the business world. Tell us just a little bit about what's at the heart of that success.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something about business. There's a lot. If it wasn't for Lutheran North, there's probably a lot of what's in here today wouldn't be here today.
Well
because
said. And
we were brothers, we were friends, we worked together, played together. You know, one thing we talked about, Tony Borowski's here tonight from Rosary, which is now Trinity, and not only did we beat them in football last year, but yeah, calm down. Our arm wrestling, you know, remember how that went. So anyway, I also want to, Carl Reed, where's Carl? Carl, stand up, Carl. Carl Reed, I just want to say what an excellent job this man has done for the school. And I'll be done here in a second here. I also want Tim Brackman, keep up the good work. John Mueller, our athletic director, young guy from Concordia, Nebraska, keep working. And Kirk, you need to keep rolling and keep burning that phone up. And
I have one more thing here. Tonight we have a very special man with us, Ronnie Perkins. Ronnie, make your way up here.
And listen, Ronnie and I have a very professional, good relationship going from last year's football success, and he is the number one. I want you to see this man right here, number one prospect in the Metroplex last year. Went to Oklahoma. He is one heck of a guy. Congratulations, Ronnie. You signed it?
Yes, sir.
And I'm so proud of this. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you. Hey, listen, this is going to be a great event. I appreciate the opportunity, and I really appreciate the award. Thank you so much. Real quick, I got one thing to say. Everybody wonders how I hurt my leg. Well, what happened was I was catching for Crane. I passed on it. He said he used to say I couldn't catch a cold, of course. But.